Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm your favorite friendly family favorite fantasy football guy, and I'm here to go over an exciting two-game slate for you guys tonight. I'm not going to do a breakdown in this video of the showdown matches. I'll tell you maybe who I like as captains, but I'm going to do this as the two-game slate, starting with Bo Nix. Who I like because I am a Broncos fan and he's obviously a Bronco. But he's not the quarterback I'm going to be playing tonight, guys. I do like his matchup. The Bengals are 16th against the quarterback, 26th against the pass. And I expect Bo to play well tonight. I really do. And I definitely want to blame you for playing him. Might even regret not playing him myself. But I like somebody else more who I'll get to in a second, and it is not Jake Browning. Jake Browning got 20.7 points in week 2, 7.9 in week 3, and he's getting ready to play the Denver Broncos, who are 10th against the quarterback and 18th against the pass. But I will be honest with you, the reason I think those stats are so not even bad, they're not even bad necessarily, but the reason I think they're as bad as they are is because of that game against the Indianapolis Colts. I think they made the Broncos defense look worse than it is because they have had a good offense this year. The Colts have. So I think that made the Broncos defense look worse than it is. I will be playing the Broncos defense tonight. With that said, Justin Fields is the guy that I like at quarterback tonight. He only had 5 points in week 2. Don't remember. I don't think he got injured. I think that's all he got. But week 1, he had 29.5 points. And Miami is 31st against the quarterback and 21st against the pass. They're 29th against the rush, which will take pressure off of him as a quarterback. Yeah, so I like Fields tonight. Tua Tagovailoa. Averaging 14.9 fantasy points a game. The Jets are 23rd against the quarterback, 17th against the pass, and also 26th against the rush. I think Tua also looks good here, guys. I like Browning the least. I like Fields the most, then Bo Nix, and then Tua Tagovailoa. I might just like Bo Nix more, honestly, because I'm a Broncos fan. I don't know. I think they'll all be good plays tonight. I am thinking that Fields will be on top, but that's just my opinion. So you guys make of it what you want to. And then let's go ahead and go on to the running backs. So you have 3 solid running back plays here, maybe even 4. Devon Achane has averaged 19.6 fantasy points a game. The Jets are 16th against the running back position. They are 26th against the rush, and I will definitely be playing Devon Achane tonight. Chase Brown has not done as well as I think people expected him to. He hasn't played terrible, but he just hasn't done as well as I think people expected. The Broncos are ranked 19th against the running back and 16th against the rush. But again, keep in mind, they were playing Jonathan Taylor. That just lit them up stat-wise. So I truly believe the Colts made the Broncos defense look worse than it was. I expect them to play better this week. J.K. Dobbins, I believe I will be playing this week as well. The Bengals are 30th against the running back, 19th against the rush, and I expect the Broncos to be playing from on top in this game. I think Dobbins will get plenty of play. Maybe even R.J. Harvey might get some, but I don't think I'll play him as a running back. I definitely would J.K. Dobbins. JK and Achane are both people I would consider as a captain if I was doing showdowns. Also, guys, any of those 3 quarterbacks, Nix, Fields, Tua, Tagovailoa, I think they could all be considered captain options. Now back to the running backs, you also have Breece Hall, and Breece Hall I also expect to do well in this game. So Miami is ranked 27th against the running back, 29th against the rush. Brees just hasn't done as well as the other running backs thus far in this year as the other two that I mentioned. Obviously, he's had more per game than Chase Brown. I like all three of these running backs, and I honestly might play all three of them. I might use that flex spot to play the last running back because I like them all, and I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. However, there are some wide receivers here that are tempting to play as well. So Jamar Chase, I think because they're playing Denver, I'm going to fade on him, mostly because he's the highest priced. I do expect him to get some points, but I'm hoping that the Broncos defense can keep them held down enough that it won't hurt my fantasy game tonight. With that said, I guess I should say the Broncos rank 11th against the wide receiver position, 18th against the pass. Tyreek Hill, I expect to do well tonight. He's averaging 14.6 a game. The Jets are 18th against the wide receiver, 17th against the pass. And then we got Garrett Wilson. I expect him to do well tonight because, well, he's playing with Justin Fields, who I also like tonight. And Miami's 12th against the wide receiver, 21st against the pass. I think all three of those wide receivers are going to do well. Not sure about Higgins tonight. I definitely think he's got the talent. I just don't know that the Bengals are set up well enough against the Broncos. And then, guys, you have Cortland Sutton, who's averaging 15.5 a game. He got 26.8 against the Chargers last week. I think also, guys, I keep mentioning the Colts. I was forgetting the Chargers also kind of lit up the Broncos. And I think the Chargers are also playing very good football for the most part. I know they might have some losses or whatever, but they are playing good football. And I think that also made the Broncos possibly look worse than they are because I think that their pass game is good. With that said, the Bengals are 14th against the wide receiver, 26th against the pass. And I think Cortland Sutton could also have a good game here. Troy Franklin, I think, also could. I'm not going to look at the matchup. You've already seen it. But him and Jalen Waddle, guys, I think also could do well here. And I think really that's all for the receivers that I want to look at. Tight ends, there's not really a whole lot that I like here. Noah Fant is out for Cincinnati, so Gesicki will probably see maybe an uptick but he's only averaged 2.9 a game, and Noah Fant only averaged 8.3 a game. You got the tight end for New York, Mason Taylor. He's only averaged 3.4 a game, but he does have a good matchup here. The Dolphins ranked 30th against the tight end, so that is a good matchup for him. You also have a good matchup with Evan Ingram. The Bengals ranked 28th against the tight end position, so I think he's got a good spot, but he's only averaged 3.7 a game. So I don't know how many targets he's going to be getting. He does have a good matchup on paper, so I could see why you would play him. And my favorite here, keep in mind he's coming back from an injury, and I've been waiting all year to play him. You've heard me talk about it before, is Darren Waller. And the Jets are 25th against the tight end, 17th against the pass. I am projecting myself. My personal prediction and projection is that Darren Waller will be the highest scoring tight end tonight. That could obviously end up wrong, but he's my favorite tonight. So I'll leave it at that, guys. And then I'll just go ahead and make a quick lineup for you that I like. Not saying that it's going to be the one that I play, but it's probably the players that I like the most. I'm not sure if I'll end up keeping the lineup or not. I already told you I want to play all three running backs, so I guess I'll just start with that. put all three of those running backs in there. I know that might be frowned upon. People say the tight ends make more points or get more fantasy points, and that might be true. Definitely hard not to play Chase here if I just don't know salary cap if I can fit him in. I did want Waller. You can see the matchups for these defenses are good, except for maybe the Bengals. However, they don't average much fantasy points per game. The Broncos average the most, and they're playing Cincinnati, who is worst in the league against defenses. I'm going with Denver this week, guys. And that would leave 6,550 on average for our remaining players. Again, not saying this is what I'm going to leave it as, but let's just go ahead and throw in... oh, man, guys, I don't know. Let's just say for fun, and I'm probably not going to leave it this way because I don't like having two necessarily wide receivers from both teams, or from the same team, I mean, but Waddle and Hill, we could just throw them in there. Probably won't leave it that way. It probably would make it Hill and Sutton, maybe. I think that's a good lineup. But there you have it, guys. These are the players I like. I wish you the best. I hope that you come in a winning bracket tonight. I know yesterday I came in 2 out of 3 were in winning brackets. So last night's game was not as well for the Sunday night football game. But yeah, have fun, guys. Appreciate you watching.